Good morning. Um, it's been a long week, so I couldn't be asked to go do this in my normal space. And we're going to do a very yin inspired stretching focused session this morning. You'll see that I set up my space with Ralph as usual. And the just like a blanket on the ground and some pillows. I just like grabbed throw pillows off of my couch. You could grab pillows off of your bed. You could probably do this whole session just laying down in your bed. The point is create a space that feels extra cozy and comfortable, and then settle in there. We'll begin seated. And as always, there's no rush, especially if you're joining live. Like, take a couple moments to grab whatever you need, make sure you're comfortable, and we'll begin. We're going to start seated, but your seated pose can be any pose at all, anything that suits you. Body doesn't have to be symmetrical. You can slide pillows underneath your knees or underneath your sit bones. Do find a place where you can comfortably relax hands towards your lap. We're going to start with a mudra for concentration, just a little moment to like slide everything into focus. For this Dhyana mudra, you place your left hand on top of your right with your thumbs touching. So hands are kind of resting on one another, and then thumbs lightly touch. And the idea is that when the mind wanders, you come back to this one point of the thumbs, finding that gentle connection with one another. And begin to breathe. Again, we're moving slowly in our practice today. It's okay if patience doesn't always feel intuitive, but we're going to give ourselves a moment to practice. Inviting your breath to slow down. Inviting your thoughts to slow down. Maybe imagining dropping your breath so deep into your belly that it's like your hands could catch your breath. And likewise, whenever the mind wanders a bit further than anticipated, come back to the sensation of the place where your two thumbs meet. There's a gentle softening exercise that we'll practice in each pose that we do today, this one included. Where you imagine either slow moving water or something that naturally moves a little slower, like oil, or I've also seen this meditation practice used with the visual of honey. So something that just kind of goops and globs and washes over really softly and slowly. And you take a moment to imagine it being poured over your body. And as it's gently trickling down, maybe the sides of your face and jaw, or down your back, or over your shoulders, etc., you allow those spaces where the water or oil is moving past to melt. So, in any visual that suits you, allow some slow moving water or oil to be poured over your body, maybe picturing it over your head first. And allow yourself to soften. Wherever that visual has touched or moved past or moved through. A little less tension in those spaces. Breath still being cradled by your hands at your belly or past your belly. Still grounded at the point where your thumbs meet. If it felt good in your body, I invite you to take a second round. Slowly imagine someone tipping a cup over your head. And let a bit of relaxation follow the trail of the water or oil or whatever visual you've chosen. When your body is ready to move on to the next pose, and I want to emphasize that there's no rush. You can hover in each pose as long as you'd like. But our next pose is a butterfly pose. So when it feels good and right, to take your heels out in front of your body. I'm personally today going to be placing pillows underneath my knees. But again, you can have pillows underneath your knees, underneath your sit bones, a bit of both. You may eventually also want a pillow in front of your body for when we fold, but we're not folding yet. We're going to take a moment here first to bring thumbs, those all-powerful grounding thumbs, towards the arches of your feet. Take your first couple breaths here, maybe beginning to lean in to your forward fold, but pausing for a moment to run your thumbs along the inside edge or the arch of your foot. If this gentle touch through your thumbs feels really good today, I also invite you to take your thumbs up and to circle the knobs of your ankles on the insides of your feet. When you are ready to, when hands are ready to relax, I invite you to flip them upward. So palms once again face the ceiling or the sky. Bringing whatever support might feel extra lovely and kind between your upper body and your legs. And then folding forward. As you fold forward, inhale, intentionally activate your spine, your core muscles. You might kind of lift up halfway. Exhale, full release forward. We're going to spend another 10 to 20 breaths here, giving our bodies time to really experience the pose. If you'd like, as we hold here, once again, picture that gentle anointing. Water, maybe it touches the highest point of your back or shoulders first instead of the top of the head. But allow that water or oil to gently drip over you, and as it moves, it's softening. It's just releasing any lingering tension as it softly washes over you. Four breaths more, however you want to use them. With your own wonderful breath, slowly but surely lift up. May also feel good to roll the shoulders up and back as you find seated and upright seated. We're going to find a little flow here next, extending left leg long, and then taking a moment to tuck your right heel in along the inside of your left leg. So sort of setting up here for traditional hamstring forward fold. It is morning as I record this, and so I am for sure going to place a pillow underneath my left knee. If it feels good to fully straighten through your left leg, you like that sensation through your hamstrings, no need to add a pillow. If, like me, hamstrings are a little extra tender at this particular moment, slide a pillow, bolster, you can even roll up a blanket underneath your extended legs knee. Inhale, sweep arms up and overhead. Exhale, drop all 10 fingers down, one hand on each side of your left leg. We'll take a couple cat-cow stretches here. Inhaling to draw the belly forward. Exhale, round, kind of roll back into your tailbone. 2 to 3 more times. The next time that you inhale and spine leans forward, really lengthens, long, hold, and now take this angle of your spine gently up and down. So exhale, lean in, inhale, lift back up tall. The next time that you exhale and lower inward, pause, hand to your left leg. We'll inhale the right shoulder open and exhale to close right shoulder back down towards the ground. If you just heard water click on, just know it's not in your head. It's okay. It did. You're good. Inhale, right elbow kind of pulls up and back. Exhale, shoulders face the floor. The next time that you exhale, now I invite you to pause. I think in the title I wrote that this would be a 15-minute session. I'm looking at the clock and it's definitely going to be 20. So if you're joining live, I apologize for going long. Take whatever movements, final breaths, and wiggles your body needs. If you can hang on for another 5 minutes, fold here, and then we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Again, always support your upper body, not just your under body. When folding, I like to wrap a pillow in between the hinge of my hips so that my upper body can be a little more lifted as I lean in. If it feels good to reach for your left foot and you can comfortably do so and it feels good through your shoulders, this is another opportunity to like gently massage, this time the top of your foot or maybe all the little knobs and joints of your toes. There's no rush here. Let yourself pause. You have time to sink in. We have another 12 breaths here. In your own perfect timing, inhale to rise. Exhale, extend both legs long. And give your knees a little bounce or wiggle, or in any other capacity. Give the backs of your legs a bit of a release. It may also feel like a counter stretch through your hips to lean back, lifting the chest forward, maybe lifting the chin upward. Same thing, other side. I'm going to flip around so you can still see. This time, right leg extends long. Loving reminder that you can place something soft underneath your right knee. Left heel tucks in. And we begin here with cat-cow. So inhale, lengthen, maybe rock down through your sit bones. Exhale, One hand to either side of your right leg. Inhale, belly button moves towards your knee. Exhale, back rounds. A couple rounds with your own breath, whatever pace is intuitive for you today. The next time you inhale, pause with that lengthened spine, maybe collarbones reaching forward. And now we're moving the angle of the spine down and up. So exhaling to sink in with a tall spine, inhaling to lift back up. The next time you exhale in, gently bring right hand towards your right leg. And one more round of flow here. We'll inhale, windmilling open through your left arm, your left shoulder. Exhale, turning back towards the ground. I invite you to generate this movement from your left elbow. And the next time you exhale, exhaling all the way forward. Maybe supporting your upper body as you go. If hands can comfortably reach your right foot, or if reaching towards your right foot feels good on your shoulders, you're more than welcome to do so. And also welcome to find a bit of that gentle massage, maybe thumbs walking along the lengths of your toes or across the top arch of your foot. So if you think about the bottom arch is where it tucks in, top arch is where it lifts outward. And no matter where you are, no matter how this pose truly lands for you in this moment, maybe take a moment to come back to the visual of some water or oil slowly being poured over you, allowing wherever that touches and pools to soften. Twelve more breaths. With your own breath, I invite you to rise when you're ready. Inhale, lift up, Exhale, extend both legs long. Take a moment to maybe walk your hands behind the body, lifting your chest, to roll through your ankles, to bounce through your knees. Softly come back to a seated pose. I especially recommend coming back to the same one that you started our time together in. And give yourself a couple final wiggles. Maybe rock through your sit bones, roll your shoulders back a couple times. Maybe some head circles, wrist rolls. On an inhale, center your spine, reach arms up. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Again, no matter your seated shape, take an inhale, center, yawn, arms upward. Exhale, gentle twist to the left. These twists just help us reset our spine, our sense of center and balance after all of our folds today. With your own breath, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, pull hands down towards your heart or center, whatever feels authentic to you. Hands can be in prayer pose or can rest on your body, or you can even come back to the mudra that we started with if you enjoyed that part of our practice. And for 4 breaths, only breathe. For your next 4 breaths, you're just following your inhales and exhales. Two breaths. That's all you're doing, all you have to do. 1 breath, all yours. And thank you for breathing with me this morning.
Namaste.